Are you ready for a major shift in Chelsea's recruitment strategy? Rumors are swirling that the Blues are eyeing a seasoned striker, and if this deal goes through, it could mark a turning point for the club. Imagine a proven elite talent joining our ranks, bringing not just skill, but vital experience to help elevate our squad. Stay tuned as we dive into this exciting possibility that could reshape our future. Chelsea fans, today we have to dive into some intriguing transfer rumors that could signal a shift in our club's recruitment strategy. It's been clear that the last transfer window was less than exciting for us. The club hardly made any moves to strengthen the squad. And in fact, it felt like we were left weaker. Sure, we managed a few loan deals out, but that's hardly the stuff to spark joy in the hearts of the fans. Take João Felix, for instance. He was sent on loan to AC Milan, and while he started well, his last few games have drawn some not-so-flattering reviews. But hold on, because there's a player who's been turning heads and getting rave reviews. Rental Vega, the versatile defender and midfielder now on loan at Juventus. He's been outstanding in his role as a centre-back, and it's no wonder that Juventus fans are already clamoring for their club to make that loan deal permanent. It's performances like this that really make us question our current recruitment tactics. Our strategy seems fixated on acquiring young, unproven talent. This has sparked a wave of dissatisfaction among the fan base. I mean, we're all hungry for some proven and experienced players who can make a real impact on the pitch. So, when we hear rumors that Chelsea is back in for striker Viktor Gyokeres from Sporting, it feels like a potential game-changer. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Gyökeres is set to turn 27 in June when the next transfer window opens. If he joins us, he would be the oldest player we've signed since Todd Boehly took charge of recruitment. That's quite a departure from the youthful approach we've seen of late, isn't it? Gyökeres is not just any player. He's a proven and elite option, bringing solid experience to the table. This is a far cry from the raw, young players we've been targeting in the past. But here's the question I keep asking myself. Is this the right path for Chelsea? On one hand, bringing in a player like Gyökeres could provide the experience and maturity we desperately need in the squad. On the other hand, it raises concerns about how we balance our long-term vision with the immediate need for results. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. As fans, we all want to see Chelsea compete at the highest level, and bringing in more experienced players could definitely help us in that regard. But we also need to nurture the young talent we've invested in. It's a tricky balance, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Are we ready to pivot from our youthful strategy to embrace some seasoned pros? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. These choices are going to shape our team's future and our hopes for success. Every decision made at this level ripples through the squad. If we can get a player like Gyökeres, can we expect to see an uptick in our chances for a strong season? Will that experience be the key to unlocking the potential of our younger players? It's exciting to think about how these strategic moves could redefine Chelsea's approach on the pitch. So, as we wait for more updates, I encourage you to stay engaged with the discussion. What are your expectations for the upcoming transfer window? Do you believe that bringing in more experienced players like Gyökeres is the right way to go? Will it help restore our place among the elite clubs? It looks like the Blues are seriously considering a move for Viktor Gyokeres, the sporting star who has been making waves in the football world lately. With Chelsea's current attacking woes, especially after that heavy defeat against Brighton, it's no surprise that the club is prioritizing a striker this summer. Nicholas Jackson's hamstring injury has left us with limited options, and honestly, it's time for the club to take decisive action. Gyökeres has been labeled by former midfielder Rafael van der Vaart as a better version of Erling Haaland. That's a bold statement, right? But given his performances, it's hard not to take notice. Sporting is reportedly willing to let him go for around $58 million, which is significantly less than his release clause of about $84 million. This could be a golden opportunity for Chelsea to snag a top talent at a more manageable price. Now, I know some fans might feel hesitant about this. After all, just over a year ago, Chelsea ruled out signing him. But with the landscape shifting, and Gyökeres showing consistent form, it seems like the club is now keen to reconsider. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, we need fresh firepower. But on the other, I worry about how quickly we're pivoting our plans. It's also worth noting that Chelsea is keeping an eye on alternatives like Liam Delap from Ipswich Town and Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. Both players have been impressive in their respective leagues, and it's clear that the club is casting a wide net to ensure we bolster our attacking options. Delap, in particular, has been making a name for himself since leaving Manchester City, and I can't help but feel excited about the prospect of him joining the squad. But let's get back to Gyökeres. He's been a fan favorite at Sporting, despite the chaos surrounding the club with managerial changes. It shows resilience, and that's something I want to see in a Chelsea player. We need someone who can handle pressure and deliver in crucial moments. However, we must acknowledge that his potential arrival would come with hefty wages and agent fees, which could complicate matters. Are we ready to invest significant resources in a player who still has to prove himself in the Premier League? With the transfer window reopening, it's imperative for Chelsea to act quickly and strategically. The club's ambitions to return to Champions League football hinge on making the right moves now. We can't afford to fall behind our rivals, especially with teams like Arsenal also looking to strengthen their squads. And let's not forget the emotional aspect of all this. Chelsea fans have high expectations, and we want to see our club not just competing, but thriving. It's about more than just names on a roster. It's about building a squad that can challenge for titles. The decisions made in the coming months will shape the future of this club, and I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and anxiety as we navigate this crucial phase. So, what do you think, Chelsea fans? Is Gyökeres the right fit for us? Or do we have our sights set on the wrong targets? I want to hear your opinions down below. And you? What do you think? Should we push hard for Gyökeres or explore other options like Delap or Sesko? Your voice matters, and this is a community where we can share our thoughts and insights. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow Blues, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Chelsea. And make sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's keep this conversation going. And as always, keep the faith.